it's Sue. Welcome to Lenormand Lovers STL. In this video, we're going to discuss the answer line card reading. It can be a 5 or 7 card reading. Again, this is my resource, The Essential Lenormand, Your Guide to Precise and Practical Fortune Telling by Rana George. It's an amazing tool. So, right, we're going to jump right in. Let me share my screen. All right, connecting with your intuition, Lenormand card 5 and 7 card readings, the answer line. So this is a fast reading that can help you get a quick answer to a question you have. The 3 card spread and the 7 card spreads are also considered answer line readings. And this is a great reading to use when fortune telling for entertainment purposes. This spread is usually read left to right, and the middle card is the focus card. The 2 cards to the left are the past or current events leading up to the present, and the 2 cards to the right are the prediction for the future. Since we all have free will, we can change the energy of the prediction by making different choices. So the 5 card reading, the answer line looks like this. So the first 2 cards are the past events or current events leading up to the present. You have your focus card, and then the last 2 cards are the prediction of what's to come. It's just a snapshot, read left to right, and usually the prediction is in the immediate future within weeks or days. But there's 3 ways to read this or to set up the reading. So the first one is choosing a focus card as you shuffle. So if you're unfamiliar with how to use focus cards, please see the video in the Lenormand Lovers STL. I'll put the link down below. But what you would do is as you're shuffling, you would think about what focus card you wanted. And then you would, after shuffling your question into the deck, you would look for your focus card. So you'd go through here, and let's say the stars. You're writing about wishes and dreams. And so you would lay that down as your number 3 card. And then you would go and take the first 2 cards off the top of the deck and lay them down in positions 1 and 2. And then the next 2 cards would go in position 4 and 5. So I got a terrible reading just doing this. So wishes and stars, I got the first 2 cards was a whip and the tree. So this would be like an assault on my health. I didn't really shuffle the question in, but like this is arguments and this is health. So arguing about health. And then the last 2 cards, the mice and the fox. So this would be stress or diminishing of my business or stress caused by manipulation and deceit. So whatever that wish and dream I was pulling on, I would rethink it. All right, so anyway, that's the first way to do a reading. And we're going to go through this in depth. So the second way is to choose a focus card in advance, so representing the inquiry. So let's say I wanted to ask something about my kids. So I would shuffle my question into the deck, and I would search for the focus card. All right, so now I'm going to search for the child. All right, so here's the child. So then I would look at the 2 cards directly in front of the child. So that would be the scythe and birds. So this would be talking about surgery, talking about something quick, talking about something that's sharp. And then the 2 cards after the child would be the man and the cross. So we have a burden for the man. So there's something going on that needs to be discussed with my child that's weighing heavy on his shoulders. That's a burden for him. So that's number 2. And again, we're going to go more in depth. And then reading number 3, letting the deck choose your focus card. So just shuffling whatever question you have into the deck and then laying down 5 cards in a row. And the middle card ends up being your focus card. That's truly an organic way to do the reading. And this option is best when you want a general reading on a situation, letting the cards tell you what you need to know. So now we're going to go into a little bit deeper dive on how to do these readings. So format number 1, and of course we're doing practice questions. So what do I need to know about getting a new job when the country reopens after coronavirus? So, you know, this week there's 39 million people unemployed. It's enough to take your breath away. So I'm sure there's many people who are asking this question. What do I need to know about getting a new job when the country reopens after the coronavirus pandemic? So take a deep breath and center yourself. I usually make sure my feet are flat on the floor. And then I decide which card is intended to represent the focus of the reading. And I chose the fox. So, because that's for work that receives a paycheck. So I pull that focus card, the fox, 14 out, and I place it on the table in position 3. Then I start shuffling the cards while concentrating on the question. And when I'm ready, I cut the deck into 3 piles, and then I pick the piles up in a different order, just cutting the deck. And then I take the top 4 cards off the deck, lay card 1 in position 1, card 2 in position 2, card 3 in position 4, and card 4 in position 5. So here's that reading. All right, so I got the tree and the lily, fox for my job that I already pulled out, the ring, and the lady. So 5 is about health. It could be psychic mediums, growth and advancement, spiritual work, branching out, or medicine. These are all directly out of the book. Lilies is maturity, tranquility, lifelong accomplishments, having the same job for a long time, or retirement. Of course, 14, the fox, is working a job for a salary, so employment or career, and I picked that purposely. 25, the ring, is about commitment, partnership, joint venture, harmonious working environments with a sense of unity. And then, of course, myself as the lady. So now interpreting it. First, we do card 1 and 2. So 1 is the noun, 2 is modifying it. So if we take health, body, mind, and spirit, psychic medium, spiritual work, branching out, medicine as the noun, and then lilies, maturity, peace, tranquility, lifelong accomplishments, and retirement as the adjective. My interpretation, which might be different than yours, is peaceful retirement, working in spiritual work, psychic work, and as a medium. So the past and current events leading up to the present or what those 2 cards interpreted mean. And they are true for me, since that's what I have been doing. Since this is true, I'm now going to go on and read cards 4 and 5. So 4 and 5 is the ring, which is mainly commitment, and then the woman is me. So I must make a commitment, and I would be gratefully commit to a harmonious working environment with a sense of unity if I was to go back to work in a traditional job after the coronavirus. Putting them both together, interpretations, I've spent the past couple years deeply involved in spiritual work that brought me great peace and tranquility, but I'm ready to rejoin the 9-to-5 workforce, and I will make a commitment to my career. I hope it will include a harmonious working environment with a sense of unity. So that was a great reading. The second format, pulling the cards from the deck based on where the focus cards lands after shuffling. So I shuffled the deck again, took another deep breath, centered myself, chose the fox again because I'm staying with the same question. And I started to shuffle the cards and shuffling the question into the cards. And when I was ready, I started to look for my focus card. Then I looked at the 2 cards that fell to the front of it and the 2 cards that fell behind it. So here's that reading. So I got the Tower, which is corporation, multi-level organization, government, hospital, isolation, ego, confinement, legal matters, high position. Card number 2 is the Coffin, painful endings, death, time to dust off and try again. Then the Fox as the focus card. Card 4 was happy success, positive end of troubles, vitality, power, successful career. Card number 5 is the Key, solutions, answers, the key to happiness or freedom or knowledge or destiny, and then a plan or a strategy. So the interpretation, card 1 and 2 together. So 19 as the noun, multi-level organization, or basically a corporate job. And card number 2, the coffin, painful endings, death, time to dust off and try again. And this modifies that noun. So the painful ending to a high position in a corporation. This was true in my past, working for a corporation, and I left that job. Or it could also mean time to dust off and try again in the corporate world. Either of these would be true. And if cards 1 and 2 are true, then I look at positions 4 and 5 to see what the outcome is going to be. So card 4, the sun is happy success, successful career as the noun, and key 33 is the solution. So the answer for me is finding a job that will bring happiness in a successful career. So amen to that. Putting them together is it's time to dust off and re-enter the corporate world. This time the job I choose will bring me happiness, which is the key for my career. So that was great. So now we're going to do the third reading, and we're using the same question again, just for continuity. So this is the reading where we shuffle the question into the cards, letting the deck choose the focus card, the true organic way. So taking a deep breath, you start shuffling the cards by concentrating on the question. When you're ready, cut the deck into 3 piles, then pick them back up. Then lay down 5 cards in a row, and the third card will be your focus card. And you can read in sets of 3s, left to right. So you can do it a different way too, which is the way Rana George does it. So take a deep breath, center yourself, start to shuffle the cards while you concentrate on the question. You'll pull the first card out of the deck and place it face down. You'll shuffle again, then pull the second card out, so on and so forth until you've gone through all 5 cards. Then you put the deck aside, and then you turn over the middle card first, and this is your focus card, and it will speak to the main issue. And then you flip over the remainder of the cards and read them in sets of 3, left to right. Alrighty, so same question, job after the pandemic. So the cards that came up were the house, which is home and foundation, the whip, which is quarrels or repeat motions, sex, physical exercise, highly charged environment. Lilies, peace and tranquility. The rider is a message, and then the garden is networking or groups of people, celebrations. So the focus card, the middle card, is Lily. So this is the important message of the reading. And it's curious that this card would represent retirement for me. I am of retirement age, and I love doing the current spiritual work and would rather do this than go back to a 9-to-5 job. So, but landing between the whip of strife, arguments, repetitive motions, and the rider, someone new coming into my life, or a message or travel, this might indicate that a 9-to-5 isn't right for me, and that someone new will be coming into my life that will lead me into retirement work that works for me. So I read these 3 in a row. Then cards 1 and 2. So strife at home. This currently is not true for me. My house is very peaceful. Hard not to be peaceful when you're totally on lockdown. But it could mean repetition at home, which is definitely accurate. I don't know about you, but it feels like Groundhog's Day. Every day is the same thing. Stay home, stay healthy, put your mask on. I have a pretty enjoyable routine right now established in my life. So then I would go to cards 4 and 5. So this would be events and groups, my tribe, social networking, or the message that I bring to them. This is definitely true. I want to bring the message of find your purpose, share your passion, live your dream with others. And I bring that message to my tribe via social media and at events, workshops, classes, videos like this. So that feels very true for me. So the interpretation using all the cards together is repetition in my routine at home while serene has been going on for a long time. That's what the lily is. Time to bring my message to my people, my tribe, in events and while networking. And this could represent networking for a job that will bring me a message, hopefully a fabulous job offer. Coming up is I'm going to organize some more classes to help you read a 9-card portrait spread or postage stamp, and eventually the grand tableau. That will be lots of different videos because there's so much involved in that. I hope you'll join me along the way. In the meantime, if you have any questions, drop me an email at sue@piedpiperofpurpose.com. I won't analyze your readings, but I'll help you if you're stuck. And I'm so proud of you that you're working to strengthen your intuition. I am passionate about this, and I hope that you are too. So please let me know how I can help you. All right. Have a great day.